Doug Peterson is something else, isn't he, Coco? He really is. Coach of the Jaguars, thinking everything's going great for him. What are they? 2-12 in their 2-10 in their last 12 games. Remember how hot they started last year? They were 8-3. They were all excited about Trevor Lawrence. Pay that man his money. Gave him a whole vat of Oreos, opening them up by a little twist. And then all of a sudden, they couldn't win a game. The owner of the Jaguars is a man who we've talked about several times over 5 years. His name is Shad Khan. Shad Khan is very good at giving interviews when he's in London because he likes to be in London. He's very good at trying to get public money to build in Jacksonville while spending time in London. Bless his heart. He told the Florida Times Union before the game on Sunday against the Bears, he said, listen, I still believe in them. I believe in the players. I believe in the coaching staff. I believe in Trent. He's the GM. He then went on saying the results are disappointing, blah, blah, blah. But take a look at the second paragraph if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're just listening, hear this. Every game is competitive. A loss is a loss, but it's about how you lose. To me, the 3 games we lost early in the season, it's disappointing, but we could have won them. Okay, Shad, you've been in the game long enough. You can fight against my consequentialism all you want, but don't you mislead your fan base by saying a loss is a loss, but it's about how you lose. Do you know what's never discussed with your coach or general manager or manager? Hey, man, that was a moral victory. Way to go. We feel so good about that loss. I mean, look at how we came back. Man, we were down 8 runs early, and we came back and only lost 8-6. Chef's kiss. Our guys have fight. They have vigor. They have character. This loss will stand us in good stead as we approach the rest of the season. Those are things we tell you, not each other. And we don't believe them when we tell you. I really did believe Shad when he said it, though. I think he actually meant it. I think that he looks at his team and says, I'm pretty screwed anyway because I signed Lawrence to all that money. So what am I going to say? I can't admit I was wrong. I can't admit that we totally shouldn't have signed him. All right, let me see how the game goes, and then let's let the coach talk. So the next day comes. The Jaguars get blown out by the Bears. And after the game, it was Doug Peterson. Hello, Doug. What do you got for us today? This is good. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us. That's page 4 of the coach's handbook when you get your ass kicked. We've got to change. And then you go through who's got to change. And don't forget, you've got to start with yourself. Coaches, players, everybody. I think he must mean training staff because we don't train the ushers any differently when our team stinks, or the ticket takers, or the people doing crowd control. We really would like our trainers to do the same thing, whether we're 8-0 or 0-8. We're going to tape our ankles way better. We got to get better. And if we don't get better and get healthier, we're going to fire them all because that's exactly the problem in Miami. It's the training staff. Then Doug Peterson said, not only do we all have to get better, then he dropped just, it's a chef's kiss. We got to change the culture. Otherwise, it just gets out of control. Change the culture. Is he talking about a specific player? Is he talking about the culture of losing, the culture of winning, the culture of traveling to London every year for games? Is it just the culture of being in Jacksonville? I love Jacksonville. What exactly is the culture? Harder working? More video study? Better first 10 plays called? People recognizing each other's birthdays? Better severance packages? No more use it or lose it for personal days and vacation days? What culture are we talking about? Everyone needs to hold hands in the huddle. I think that'll be better. Let's not do any more Crosbys and push coaches around. If you know, you know. Good luck, Raiders. You all happy with the Raiders now? Absolutely falling apart. And by the way, just for the record, when a culture needs to be changed, do you know who's supposed to change the culture? It's your coach. They're in charge of the culture. The front office is in charge of critiquing the culture that you're creating. We make certain things through our rules, but in general, cultures are created both up and down the chain by the coach. And then, if I'm the president of the Jaguars, I would like a Hi, I'm David Samson. All right, I think we're good. 4869. Hi, Coach. It's your team president calling. And if you could do me a favor and give me a quick 1,000-word essay, I would like you to perfectly articulate what the culture was when we were 8-3 last year. Then I would like you to do a compare and contrast to the culture that we are now that we're 2-10 in our last 12. Can you identify the things that have changed? Did we stop doing certain things? Have we gotten into bad habits? Did we get all cocky at 8-3 and now 12 games later, we're realizing, wow, maybe we shouldn't be so diminutive and cocksure? I find it to be humorous. Not humorous like, ha, 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 ha. More humorous like we're supposed to sit here and have you tell us that you have to change the culture? I have an idea, Shad Khan. Why don't you change the culture and fire him? That's the best way to change the culture. It's not that I'm taking, that's not it. It's not it. I'm not taking joy in firing Doug Peterson. Well, no, it's not joy. It's not joy. Satisfaction. I think that's the right word. I get satisfied when people who don't do their job lose their job, because you shouldn't get to keep doing your job if you can't do your job well, because every job is about results. You can measure results however you want, I guess. You don't have to measure them. But sports is a pretty easy one, I think. Sales, pretty easy. Here's your target. Here's what you got to sell. You didn't do it? Here's a set of steak knives. Bye-bye. Marketing's tougher. No, I'm telling you, we've got a great brand halo effect. Be a sponsor of Nothing Personal. Bring us, send us shaving equipment. I don't know how many you're going to sell, but let me tell you, when you've got a clean punum once a week like Samson associated with shaving equipment, that's pretty good. What's the value? Don't worry about it. Just use part of your marketing budget. It's worth it. The Jaguars, of course, have so many problems off the field that maybe that's the culture they were talking about. The culture where their employee steals from them and then goes to prison and then sues a gambling company because he gambles too much. Wonder if that's the culture they should go for. Good luck, Jags. Enjoy your week in London, and don't forget to look right.